From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Dot.
Alert 3, alert
180. What is that? 11. Dot.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
180.
45's the mic.
Come on. You better bring 11 MT tape. 11 MT. Dot.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He was brought down by Nick Needham.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the run. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Escapes the defender. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Take 4, take 4. SOS.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. Pretty much all the way down the field.
This time, what we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
11, Thomas.
55, 55.
11, 11.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tony Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Down! Cowboy 80. I'm coming. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Going up top. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up into 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
A good gain on 1st, has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw again. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it throw.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gun.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
2nd and 2.
Tighten up. Nice hot.
Here's a give to Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Hey, can.
Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11, Thomas.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go.
An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots are going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go.
Nice hot.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. You ain't nothing! And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come to my world. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
11 mighty. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visiting Bengals out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Now a give right side. Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Going for it all. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch right to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14. now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the 12, 12, 12.
Switch gears.
Again, it's Mixon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Come on, let's go. 180. What is that?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Complete to his tight end Sample. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To the air again, Burrow. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it go again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be a long day.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for New England. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Pats are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow on play action. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And Burrow going to throw again. He's got the hook up to Floyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
Joker, 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 Joker. Rush in, rush
12, 12, 12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
all day. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Pollard. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise...